Nobody gonna stop what I gotta do. So you mad, then that's your problem. Oh well. All right. Hello. So I don't have like a little interruption. So I was trying to do the reading, or is doing the reading in regards to the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting. So I got interrupted. I was trying to record off a live, and I don't know. So that's people not wanting any positive messages getting out or something. I don't know, because it got cut off. So yeah, that's what I was continuing, or was in the middle of doing. Was gonna do a reading for the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting. And I will upload the little first part that I was recording, so that'll be part one. Um, yeah, so I was gonna start off by using the planet, the signs, planet, and house cards, just to see what comes out for the reading. All right, so my spirit guides, my angels and archangels, again, I ask that you always come in and protect me, especially when I'm doing these readings. I ask that you show me the clearest view of the readings through the cards that I decide to use. I ask that you return any and all negative energy from people, places, and things, and return it back where it needs to go and out of my space and energy, including any ill will intent sent towards me. I ask that you return it back to where it needs to go and out of my space and my energy. Okay, so I'm starting off with the signs card. So let's see if we can get a sign card out that pertains to this reading. All right, my spirit guides, what do you want us to see for the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? What do you want us to see from the signs card? All right, we got one card for the sign that came out. So we need one card from each pile of cards. All right, what do you want us to see from this pile of cards that pertains to the teacher that was killed in the Texas shooting, that lost her life? All right, so we got the Venus card. All right, and then we just need one more card from the houses card that pertains to this reading right now. So my spirit guides, my angels. Okay, let's try that. Let's do it one more time. Let's see. What do you want us to see in regards to the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? Okay. All right, so we got those. All right, let's see what it's talking about. Again, I was trying to state in the first video that I was trying to record that I didn't really know her name, but I will find that out. So I will put that in the video. In the description box, I will include her name. All right, so the first card that came out for the signs, it talks about it's the sign in Aquarius. It talks about your vision. It said what's new and different about. So actually, let me just read them all together. So the sign that came out was Aquarius. The planet that came out was Venus. And then the house that came out was the fourth house. All right, so the action is the red side. So I'm going to read that first. It says spiritually, it says your vision cherish as you did in the past. Mentally, it says what's new and different about enjoy your home base or your family. Physically, it says use an unconventional way, and charm, art, and beauty are the way to do what makes you feel secure. All right, so we're gonna turn it over to the blue side, and then the blue side is the outcome. It says spiritually, genius to experiment with the attraction of what makes you feel secure spiritually. Mentally, it says the discoveries of pleasure from support. And physically, it says resulting from the eccentricity of good times, your home base or family. So she definitely, I feel like this is explaining how her fam, like, how she connected with her family in a positive way, because she did lose her husband. So I mean, like, he died like right after she passed away. So like I said, that was like they were on a twin flame divine, counterpart, like, her being the empress, him being the emperor. So I definitely feel like I'm not really sure if they had children, but I believe they did. So they, they put a lot of faith into their family and enjoying each other's company, um, and time. So that's what I'm getting. Because you got, like, it says cherish, it says enjoy, it talks about home base and family. Um, it says the use of an unconventional way and charm, art, and beauty are the way to do what makes you feel secure. I feel like what she did, what makes her feel secure, was trying to protect the children from the gunman that came into the classroom and was doing what he was doing. So I feel like she was definitely doing what she wanted to do. Like, even before that happened, she was like a person that wanted to protect the kids, make them feel safe. Um, and she definitely did it. She definitely did what needed to be done, as far as, she gave up her life. She risked her life to try to protect the children in the classroom from that gunman. All right, what do we need to see from the Alice in Wonderland deck that pertains to this reading right now, in regards to the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? Is there any cards that we want to see from this Alice in Wonderland deck that pertains to this reading right now for the teacher who lost her life? Please and thank you. My spirit guides, my angels, and archangels of the Most High. What do you want us to see from this deck that pertains to the teacher that lost her life? Any other cards in this deck? My spirit guides, my angels, and archangels of the Most High. Is there any other cards you want us to see in regards to this teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? My spirit guides, my angels, and the archangels of the Most High. Any other ones for the final and last time that pertains to this teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? Any other cards for the final and last time? My spirit guides, my angels. Okay, so I'm gonna just take those. All right, and look at the bottom of the deck. It says number 33. It talks about, I want to be a queen. It says stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing a test. Yeah, again, like I said, I feel like she passed the test because she gave up her life. She risked her life to try to protect the kids, the young children that was in the school, from in the classroom, from that gunman. All right, so let's see what else came out. I'm going to just turn them all over. And I'm going to read them by the numbers that they got on them. So that one was number 33. And so the first number that came out was number 2. It says, I wonder what will happen next. It says, ready to adventure, precise of change, and pause of action. So again, that was number 2. All right, we got number 12. It says, lead the way. It says, be a leader, show others how it's done. Okay, let me read that again. It says, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. So yeah, I definitely feel like she was, like I said, she was trying to help these young children at this very scary time right now, when that was happening, trying to protect them from this gunman that came into the classroom. And she basically was like shielding herself, using herself as a shield to protect these young innocent, these young innocent lives. All right. Next one that came out is number 18. It says, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. Yeah, she was someone very powerful because she decided to do what needed to be done to try to protect these children, again, these students that was in this classroom from this gunman that came in the classroom, and, did what he did. Now we got 38. It says, you are rare and free. It says, there are not many like you. Yeah, there are not many like her because, there are a lot of people. It comes in many forms. People like her can come in many forms. I feel like it would be other people that would be willing, or is like, with no thought about it, would do what needed to be done to try to, help in a positive way. And I definitely feel like, she's going to get um, more recognition from this, because I feel like that's, you don't, I mean, you can find teachers like this now, but it's not a lot, because it just depends on the person. But I definitely feel like she definitely didn't take her job lightly. All right, and the last card that came out was number 43. It says, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. So that was the last card that came out. So again, number 2, 12, 18, 33, 38, and 43 came out. And again, it said on it, number 2, it says, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precise of change, pause for action. 12, it says, lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. 18, it says, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. 33, it says, I want to be a queen, stating your sovereignty, declaring freedom, and passing the test. 38, it says, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. And the last one that came out is number 43. It says, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. Yeah. So I feel like she was definitely a very powerful woman. She ended up losing her life, and then, her husband ended up losing his life after the fact, because like I said, I feel like he was heartbroken of what happened. And he just probably couldn't take it, so his heart gave out. That kind of that situation probably caused him a lot of stress and grief, and basically I feel like it overcame him, because he been, like I said, they probably been together since they was like really young. They seemed like they was kind of like, how you say, high school. You know how they say high school sweethearts or something like that. That's the kind of energy I get from them. Like they've been together for probably since they were young. I can't say like exactly what age, but I feel like they were young. Maybe even 18, because we got 2, 12, 18, 33, 38, and 43. So they might have got together when they was like 18 or something, or around there. Yeah, or maybe they knew each other since they was like 12, and then they, might have got together when they was 18. Something between those ages, 12 and 18, since those came out. All right, so let's see what comes out with the romance tarot deck. All right, my spirit guides, my angels, and archangels of the Most High. What do you want me to see from this romance tarot deck that pertains to this teacher, the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? What do you want us to see from the romance tarot deck that pertains to her and her husband for this reading right now? Is there any cards you want us to see from the romance tarot deck that pertains to the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting and her husband? My spirit guides, my angels, and archangels of the Most High. Show us any cards that you want us to see. Ooh, okay. So we got 3 over here, and we got a whole bunch of them. So I'm gonna put these 5 back, because that's a lot of them. All right. If you want to give me any other cards, my spirit guides, my angels of the Most High, for the teacher who lost her life in the Texas shooting and her husband. Any other cards for the final and last time from this romance tarot deck, please and thank you. Any other cards? All right, so that's all we're going to take. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we got engagement. So obviously we know that they were married. It says your life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Yep, look, and then behind it says soulmate. So this was her soulmate. Um, it says soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So that was her soulmate, like I was saying. Then this one over here, it says, it is safe for you to love. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Excuse me. Yep. So they was in like a divine union. This one says this could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, because we already see down here it says soulmate. So they definitely was like soulmates. They was each other's divine counterpart. Then we got new love. It says we got new love, and then it says worth waiting for. But I don't feel like these correlate to them, but because the worth waiting for, it says divine timing is at work in your love life. So I mean, this one probably do because it says worth waiting for. So they was worth waiting for each other, and it's got like two angels on here. Excuse me. This meant to me that signifies them, you know, in the afterlife now, them together with this divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah. So they are together. This other one, new love, I don't feel like this one is talking about like a new person, but I think obviously I feel like they were married, so I'm not gonna say like I can't say that. I don't want to say that, so we're not gonna take that card. But I obviously feel like they're together because he passed away of a heart attack, and I like again like I said that probably was very a lot to take, him losing his wife and them being together so long and being attached to each other so long, and now you just lose her out of nowhere because of somebody deciding to come into a school and kill people just for no random reason. So I know that had to be, that is the reason why I feel like he left this earth, because he couldn't be here without her. He felt like he couldn't live on without her. So I feel like that was his way of him, you know, leaving this earth so that he could be with her, was having that heart attack. And he wanted to be with her, because that got to be a lot. You be with somebody so long, and I every relationship is not gonna be like they probably had their ups and downs, but they was still loving each other, still together, still married, everything, and then just to have that happen, like that got to be horrible. So yeah. Yep. All right, let's get like 3 cards from this deck that pertains to this teacher, the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting. Is there any cards from this deck that you want us to see? My spirit guides, my angels, archangels of the Most High, that pertains to this reading right now. Please and thank you. If you want to give me like 3 cards. 3 cards. Please and thank you. Any 3 cards you want us to see? My spirit guides, my angels, my archangels of the Most High. All right, I need 2 more cards if you want to give us 2 more cards for the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting. Any other 2 cards you want us to see from this deck? Ooh, okay. So one just went on the floor, and I got to pick it up real quick. All right, so let me see. All right, so I'm going to read these in order too. So this one has number 2. We got number 2, 16, number 2, 14, and 16. So number 2 talks about Anatakarana. It says crossing the rainbow bridge, resurrection coming full circle. Again, it says number 2, it says Anatakarana. It says crossing the rainbow bridge, resurrection coming full circle. Okay, and then 14, it talks about energy medicine. It says sensuality, devotion, celestial fertility, and deep rest. So let me see. Okay, so let me show y'all. That's 2. And then 14, it says, all right, and then the last one that came out is 16. It says golden light ray. It says love and laughter, receiving and giving gifts, and passionate projects. All right, so those was the three that I only wanted three, or I only asked for three. So, um, I don't know. I mean, I could use the goddess deck, but I really don't have to use that one. Um, let's see. I'll get a few cards from the tarot deck, and then I'm gonna close out this reading. So I just wanted to do the little reading, in honor of this teacher and her husband who lost their life. Um, it was very sad. I was really upset because I had already seen the other mass shooting with that's close to where I live at. And that was really sad. Also, with those people losing their life, including the police officer, the retired police officer. So this has been a lot. I don't know what's driving people to feel like they got so much hate in their heart that they want to go into public places like this and harm all these people. I just it's not understandable. It's hard to comprehend. Um, but they're gonna face their judgment, whatever way is see fit for them to face it. They're gonna definitely face their judgment. Yeah. All right. What else do we need, if anything, do we need to see from this tarot deck that pertains to this teacher, the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting, and her husband? Is there any cards you want us to see from this tarot deck that pertains to this reading right now? All right, we got the Four of Swords that just came out. Yeah. Clarify this Four of Swords for this teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting. Is there anything you want us to see to clarify this Four of Swords? All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. So, yeah, I feel like the Four of Swords is talking about basically, what happened. Because you got this lady laying down and she got like four swords in her. So I feel like maybe, with that happening, I feel like she probably could have got shot like four times or more. She could have got shot at least four times or more. With the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like the new cycle was, her passing on. Yeah, because the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups just came out. So I feel like she's she's at peace because she know what she know what she needed to do, and she did what she needed to do to try to protect the students. Or I don't know if it was more than one student, but I know they said she was shielding a child that was in the classroom. So, yeah, the devil card just flipped over. Somebody, because he definitely was in that devil energy, coming in there just doing that like that. I mean, it's no explanation for that. I don't know how somebody could muster up the guts to do that, but, yeah. Anything else you want us to see to clarify the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, for the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting? Anything you want us to see to clarify the Four of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune? My spirit guides, my angels, and archangels of the Most High. We got the Magician. All right. What do you want us to see to clarify this Magician card for the teacher who lost her life? Wow, we got the Page of Pentacles, a new beginning. I feel like that's clarifying her being, in heaven. She's with her husband. Yeah, I'm not sure why the Five of Swords coming out. Anything you want us to see to clarify the teacher who lost her life in the Texas shooting and her husband? Anything you want us to see to clarify those two? We got the Page of Swords turning over in the deck. So I feel like they're watching over, they're going to be like, they're a guardian angel now. I feel like for the ones that did survive this tragic mass shooting, the students that, because I don't know if how they didn't, I don't know. I don't know if they ever really said how many. I know it was 21. It was not, I heard now recently it was 2 teachers and then 19 students. So I wonder how many kids was in that one class. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you want to see, my spirit guides, my angels, archangels, to clarify the teacher who lost her life in the Texas shooting and her husband? Is there anything else you want to see from the tarot deck to clarify both of them? Please and thank you for this. Oh, wow. We got the Ace of Swords that just flipped over. So this could definitely, with the Six of Swords. So, yeah, with the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, I feel like, yeah, the Six of Swords and the Ace of Swords, I feel like they're together. Um, yeah, that's, for me, that's clarifying that they're together. So because she ended up passing away and then he passed away a little bit after, I feel like I've been saying, he couldn't, it was too much to bear. Um, and like that was his divine counterpart, so he needed to be with her. That like kind of broke his heart. Like even though he had a heart attack, I feel like that kind of broke his heart in a way. Because that have to be a lot to deal with, you know. If you truly, truly love somebody, like unapologetically, you know, you genuinely love somebody and you've been with them so long and then you just lose them like that, it gotta be like a broken heart. Even though he had a heart attack, it was like a broken heart and he couldn't do it. Yeah, with this Nine of Swords turning over in the deck. So that gave him a lot of like not, I don't want to say it's not guilt, it's just it was a lot to hold, a lot to bear, a lot to deal with. Yeah, with the Star card, he looked at her as his wish fulfillment, his star, his one and only, with the star coming out. All right, anything else to clarify them too? Because everything, okay, we got the Nine of Swords coming back out. Yeah, that did cause him a lot of despair and grief, that he just lost her out of nowhere like that. So I feel like that's why the Nine of Swords came back out again. Yeah, look, it just flipped to the Emperor. Yeah. Yep. Wow. You got the Ten of Cups that just came, well, excuse me, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. So the Empress, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Yep. He looked at her as his Empress and his Queen of Pentacles. Somebody who was loving and affectionate, nurturing, goal-minded. She could have been even someone who could have been, successful, independent, but she was more like a mother figure or a mother in general. Yeah. And it was too much to bear for him to be here on Earth without her. So I can't say, I don't know for sure if he prayed to like be with her, but it was too much for him to bear, so he couldn't tolerate being on Earth with her no more. Yeah, with the Five of Swords coming back out again, he couldn't tolerate it. It was just too much to bear. So I feel like he might have even asked for, to be taken out of here to be with her, because it was too much heartache, it was too much pain to be losing her like that. Yeah. All right, so I don't know if there's any other cards I want to use. I was thinking about using the Goddess deck, but I don't think I'm going to use that, because I didn't want to do a long reading, but I just wanted to do a small little reading in honor of the teacher. Again, I said I will post her name, because I know they posted her name. They haven't really been putting it on the videos, but I know I heard them speak of her name and stuff. So I will post that in my video when this gets downloaded, uploaded, or whatever. All right, so I want to send my condolences to them both, the teacher that lost her life in the Texas shooting, along with her husband. I want to send my condolences to her family and all the students that lost their life, and including the ones that, survived and made it out of there. I just want to send my best wishes and prayers to them also, because there's got to be something very traumatic that they're going to deal with more than likely for the rest of their life, because that's going to be, something that's going to be in the back of their, they're going to have to probably go through therapy and stuff like that, because that's very something very, very, very traumatic. Yeah, and I just want to send my prayers. All right, so this is going to be the end of this video, and I'll see you later, Marie Diaries, in the next video.